everybody. Thanks so much for coming to Mary Magdalene, Daughter Boatperson by Diana Khổng. We're so happy that you're here. My name is Jenny. I'm the Director of Artistic and Community Programming at CHUANG Stage. We are Boston's Asian American theater company.
And I'm Emily. I am the Managing Director at Fresh Ink, and we are Boston's home for new plays by local artists. We are so excited that you're joining us tonight for this workshop reading, written by Diana Khổng and directed by Mica Rose.
Both of our theater companies are Launchpad residents at the Boston Center for the Arts, which you are in right now. And we began developing this play together last season as a year-long development process with public readings that we brought directly to the community and story circles to Roxbury, Quincy, and beyond. Since then, using the feedback that we got from those very site-specific readings, our playwright has been reflecting on the community feedback, has been iterating and writing, and now we are here presenting this work-in-progress staged reading back to you all. So thank you for helping to shape the future of this new play.
Before we begin, I want to just offer you guys a few reminders. This show will run approximately 80 minutes with no intermission. Content advisories for this performance include imperialist violence, bombing, drinking, smoking, mentions of death, sexual assault, and homophobia. Please take a moment to locate the exit closest to you. In the event of an emergency, please proceed calmly towards the nearest exit and out of the building. The exit is going to be the exit that you guys entered through if there were to be an event. And finally, we will have a post-show event with some of the artists who are involved in this production, so we would welcome you guys to stay and join us for that.
Yeah, a little bit more about that post-show. The post-show is going to be a conversation titled Investigating Vietnamese Diasporic Theatre. It's going to feature playwright Minna Lee and director Cara Hinh, who are in this house somewhere. It's so dark I can't see. But somewhere in this house tonight. And they are joining us here in Boston to help bring the East Coast premiere of My Home on the Moon to CHUANG Stage. It's our next show that we're happening in our season. I'm holding up a postcard so you guys can see. Ooh, pretty artwork with noodles. It's very, very exciting. We'll also be joined by playwright Diana Khổng of this very play that you're about to see, and we're going to have a really beautiful conversation here tonight. I also just want to shout out, back in that corner, Monroe, who's here from HowlRound, waving in the dark, if you can kind of see. Monroe is here with HowlRound, who is live streaming this show here tonight. Is going to be live streaming this entire show. There's a little mic down here in the corner as well to sort of pick up the audience, pick up your reactions, and also to pick up the actors and what they're saying. The post-show conversation is also going to be live streamed. Hello to anyone who's on the camera on the other side over there. So just wanted to give you a reminder, because we have this sort of like live streaming situation going on, please, please, please be sure to turn off your cell phones. It would actually be really helpful if you are connected to the BCA Wi-Fi. If you could disconnect from that, it would be very, very helpful as well. And if you could minimize any like the seat shuffling or like, you know, moving of things, like extra shuffling noises, is going to make a little bit of crunchiness in our audio, so just being a little bit mindful of that, we would really, really appreciate it. But please feel free to laugh and cry and be uproarious in every other way. Yeah, I think that's the last thing that we have. Without further ado, please enjoy Mary Magdalene, Daughter Boatperson.
Mary Magdalene, Daughter Boatperson by Diana Khổng. When the enemy comes, even the women must fight. Act 1, 2004, crematory. 3 people, the siblings, in black funeral wear and kanta. First, Mercy, who throws her flower onto her mother's casket. Then Jimmy, who does the same. Then Joy, who does the same. They shed their kanta and place their fingers over the button to start the incinerator. They press it together. Bus stop. In this world begins to reign, the type that enters for 7 days and 7 nights and shuts the door. This reign stays for well into the night. We see Joy. She wears a backpack overflowing with bouquets of white lotuses. An old woman spontaneously appears.
Tai Hongla!
What?
Tai Hongla! The
I'm sorry,
pot!
I'm not.
The pot! So red!
Oh, yeah, it's my mom. I mean, my mom is inside of it.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You're stronger than you look. Give me your hand.
What?
Give me your hand.
That's weird.
No, it's not. Better is coming.
How do you know?
Well, when you're older, everyone dies. First the ones older than you, then the ones just like you. Sometimes younger. The babies are hard. It'll feel unfair, but it will be a beautiful journey, even if you are alone.
I'll be alone?
Yes, but it won't hurt that much.
Do you think that my mom is on a beautiful journey too?
No. But she's not too far.
What do you mean?
There's still something she needs from you.
Mercy's apartment. Mercy has been in bed for as long as the rain. Her room begins to grow. Take-out containers of varying sizes, empty Coke bottles and their accompanying glasses, swishers, empty gliders, prescriptions, multivitamins, clothes worn more than 4 days straight left in crumpled piles, uncracked self-help books used as ashtrays, ashtrays used as lost and found, and roots. Her room is overgrown with green.
Want some of this? You want some of this? No thanks.
Mercy! Open the door! Mercy! Open the door! I can hear the TV! I brought food! Finally.
Oh, you look.
What food? I have a burger, fries, and a peach tea. Thanks, I love you. Hey! You're gonna hurt yourself. Let me in them! Mercy, it really stinks in here. Well,
So, her. The urn. Red? Yeah. She loved red. You know how, like, purple people love purple? Or goths like being goth?
Yeah. I just met this mysterious old lady.
Where?
The bus stop.
Ah. Well, it is a place for meeting mysterious old ladies.
You know, she said that Mom's not that far.
That's ominous.
But she was like optimistic when she said it.
Oh. Interesting.
When was the last time that you talked to her?
To Matt? I don't know. Kind of a while.
She called me the day before.
What'd you talk about?
The weather, her green card renewal, some new hair serum that's supposed to make your hair grow really fast.
Ooh, was it working?
I don't know. We only talked for a little bit. Have you gone to work yet?
Negative!
Merce, it's been weeks.
Like 2. What are they gonna do?
Fire you?
Ah, please! You know my jokes bring in like half the pedicures. This is a vacation!
When was the last time that you left the room?
Earlier. I went to the vending machine room in the basement downstairs. What? I'm not going out in all this rain. Enough about me. How are you doing?
I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really weird.
Yeah, you're carrying her urn around like it's a small dog.
Oh, I didn't realize that I was doing that.
Hey, what happens to the best of us?
Okay.
You know, when I die, I don't want anything elaborate. You could use that photo of me eating a blooming onion when we went to the Big E last year. You could put me on a t-shirt with clouds and a halo. Oh, and don't forget to change my MySpace status.
I'm not planning another funeral.
I mean, the odds are high. And that's not just me being nihilistic, you know, I'm way older than you. I guess we could have a Catholic funeral, but can we request to be a little light on the singing? Mom's funeral was nice and all, but there was this one guy in the back who was totally off key.
Mercy!
Really throwing off the vibe.
I mean it.
Make Jimmy do it.
Jimmy won't do shit.
Yeah, he will.
He didn't.
He's a boy.
Oh, okay. What's your excuse?
I don't have one. Look at me. Have you seen this episode? It's the one where George and Ernie are kids and they have like really big heads.
So folks look better over there.
Apartment basement. Ba Bay and Ba Tam are 2 Vietnamese aunties. Every day, they play cards in the apartment complex's basement to the hum of a half-stocked vending machine. They are a couple turns into today's game of Egyptian rap brew.
Ah, motherfucker!
Losing dogs love to bark.
Do I look like a dog to you?
Maybe. If I call your name, will you come?
Mercy heads to the vending machine.
Mysterious old ladies.
Hey, don't be shy, girl. You have something to say, just say it.
Don't be so rude.
She stands there every night eating her little snacks like a mouse.
Oh, it's,
Are you dead or not?
you live upstairs, yeah?
Yeah?
What is your name?
Mercy?
That's a weird name. I'll call you Mouse. Mouse. Come play with us.
Ba-Tam shuffles and starts dealing a new round, cutting Mercy in. Ba-Bei and Ba-Tam each throw a bill into the middle. They grumble at Mercy's hesitance, and she grumbles as she costs the $5.
Do you know how to play this?
Sort of.
You see a queen and a king, you slap. A double, you slap. Cards like 3-2-3, 4-2-4, you slap. You slap hard. The harder, the better. And watch out. This witch likes to cheat.
I don't cheat.
You think I'm stupid? You think your shitty cards can beat me? You go first, Marcus.
Oh, double.
See, I told you that hand would leave a dent in any pan. A big one.
The game proceeds. Eventually, Mercy's out.
You should go easier on her.
Already you're out? Easy. You could have broken my wrist with those melons you call hands.
Here.
Ba-Bei cuts her sizable deck and gives Mercy a chunk of her cards. Grumbling, Ba-Tam follows to do the same. The game picks up again until...
Oh, very good.
Try winning now. Huh?
Mercy and Ba-Tam lose. Ba-Bei gets the whole pot.
Hey, what's your secret, huh? You got eyes I can't see?
You can barely see the two on my head.
Well, maybe if your head wasn't so big.
It was a good try. Maybe next time.
Come on, Kaka. Thank you for letting me play.
Ba-Tam begins shuffling for another round.
You think she speaks? She's like, says 3 words.
Don't you know that's Han's daughter?
Who?
You know Han. She was married to that one guy, the one with the beauty supply store who fixed toilets. She left him.
Why the hell would I remember her?
She just died.
Oh, really? How'd she die?
You just can't ask people that.
Why not? You're the one who told me.
She was still young.
What, younger than us?
Well, anyone's younger than you.
Are you calling me old?
Ancient.
Six's apartment. Jimmy sits on the couch, holding a controller in his hands. A door opens. Six enters. He sits, placing a 6-pack of Corona on the table in front of them. Neither speak for a long time. Eventually, Jimmy's character dies.
You are shit at this game. You Irish goodbye.
Sorry,
I don't like it when you disappear.
I went home.
You don't live here, Jimmy. This is my apartment.
I'm on vacation.
You were working during the funeral.
What? How do you know that?
You can only step out to take calls so many times before it looks like you're avoiding something.
Mercy does it all the time. She just calls it a smoke break.
Yeah, but Mercy's cool.
So what am I, a nerd?
I mean, you said it.
Asshole.
Yeah.
You look nice.
Wanted to look nice for your mom.
Kiss up. Dead people don't give brownie points.
You know what? Look who's about to win right now. Okay? Come on.
They play. It goes on forever.
Told you so.
Nah, let's go again.
Nah. Wait.
What?
Can we talk
About what?
about anything? Look, I don't really care if you avoid your family, or avoid the shower, or burn your eyes out and run my electricity bill up, but you know you can talk to me about anything, right?
I keep having this dream, right? When I was a kid and my mom wasn't home, me and Joy used to put on our clothes and play house. We were always fighting over who got to be the mom. I keep having these dreams where it's my turn. I'm wearing one of her dresses, sitting here, cooking and cleaning, and then all of a sudden my mom's coming home. I try taking the dress off, but I can't. Like, it's stuck to my body. I hear her at the door and my heart's racing. And she tries opening it over and over. And not angrily or anything, she just kept fumbling the key.
You know, I had weird dreams like that too when my grandpa died.
How do you make them stop?
You dream of different things.
That easy, huh?
No, like seriously. If I couldn't go to sleep, I think of
What?
you look like you're about to judge me.
Have you done something to deserve judgment?
I'll tell you when you're judgment free.
I'm judgment free.
You don't sound judgment free.
What does judgment free sound like? Fine. I'm unjudged, not judgy. Open-minded. There.
I think of someone holding me.
Big spoon or little spoon?
How exactly are you judgment free?
What'd you even think about?
There's a million things that you could do to distract yourself. You could run or read a book. You could go get a haircut. You could go to the flea market. You could go thrifting at the flea market. You could dance all night at Legacy in nothing but a Speedo. You could sing. You could, hey, are you crying?
What?
You're crying.
That's so weird. I haven't cried since I was a kid.
It's not a bad thing. Emotions are good.
I have emotions.
I didn't say you didn't.
What? You're not gonna wipe my tears like they do in the movies?
You want that?
Why not? I feel like I can now.
It's okay.
She wanted me to have a family one day. Wanted her son to work hard, have a wife, kids. I miss her so much. But sometimes I'm like, I don't have to give her that family anymore. The kids are one thing, but the idea of spending forever with someone without something going wrong? I mean, look at my dad. Leaving him was the bravest thing she's ever done. And this woman left like everything to come here. I guess that's why. I wanted to do it for her.
Is that what you want, though?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, I understand if that's what you want.
What do you want?
Nothing.
Has to be something.
I mean, your head could be a little less heavy.
Shut up.
What do you want? Now.
Jimmy kisses him. dorm. Joy is 19 and in her first year of college. Things are not going well. She arrives back at her dorm room. She shares it with her now sleeping roommate, Anne.
Is this thing on?
Apartment basement. This time, Bave, Batam, and Mercy played 13. They neatly arranged their cards in their palms. The pile of cash in the middle is sizable.
Stop looking at my cards. I can feel your eyes.
Not all of us are cheats like you.
Ah.
Well, Mouse, help me, save me from this murderous cow.
So melodramatic. Your turn.
Mercy lays down a bomb. 6 cards stand out on the table.
Oh. You were holding out on us, huh? Pass.
Yes.
Mercy lays down another 6-card spread.
Oh!
Fuck.
Don't cuss.
Whatever.
Mercy places her last card down. A single. The pot, a collection of big bills, coins, and lottery tickets is all hers.
Well, there goes my rent. Hey, come on.
You made a mess.
What, aren't you hungry? I'm cooking tonight. Hey, are you coming, Mouse?
Batam's apartment. Batam's apartment smells like lemongrass and Chanel No. 5. On the wall is a cluttered patchwork of autographed Paris by Night posters and a large rib and pull lunar calendar. Mercy and Babe sit at a low table, both of them perched on low pastel plastic stools. Eventually, Batam enters and places mismatched soup bowls on the table.
Hey.
Before sitting, she steps behind Mercy and rips a handful of sheets from the calendar.
It's actually March 10th.
What?
Date.
Oh, this. Well, I like to rip a couple in advance. Let me know what's coming.
It's best to know what's ahead of you. Once a day starts, it's almost over.
Eat! Make an old woman cry and get the noodles cold. Tell me, isn't that the best bone broth ray you've ever had?
Tastes like shoe water. Don't get too proud.
Hey, you've eaten half your bowl.
So, I like shoe water.
Tell her, Mouse. Tell her. Isn't this better than your grandmother's cooking?
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Oh, damn straight.
It's best that you don't enable her.
You talking shit? This one thinks that I don't understand English, so she speaks it. So, how's this for your understanding? Suck my...
Anyways,
You know, this is a celebration dinner, not just for you, Mouse. This witch is gonna be an in-law soon.
my son's getting married.
Congratulations.
How about you? You got a boyfriend yet? I bet those boys are lining outside your door, huh?
No, I really don't.
What? That can't be.
See, she's not just a mouse, she's a smart mouse. Men bring nothing but trouble. So, no boyfriend? No husband? You live alone?
Yeah.
Well, that's not safe for a girl your age.
But it's okay. My sister lives nearby.
Your sister, huh? You have a brother too?
Yeah.
Oh.
How did you know?
Oh, you know how Vietnamese people like to talk. Everyone used to know your father.
What?
You
What?
know, he.
What is that?
She's saying that your father used to fix her toilet.
Very thorough.
You tell her.
Tell me what?
It's really nothing.
What's nothing?
Your mother. Your mother just died. Didn't she?
Yeah.
Poor child.
If you ever get lonely, this is me. Apartment 4B.
And I'm just down the hall. 4J. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the meal.
Of course. Can't have you eating that shitty processed American food now, can we? I mean, when's the last time you had a real Vietnamese meal?
I don't know how to cook.
What? Don't tell me you've been eating nothing but white people food. Like if I cut you open, will you just bleed hot dog water?
Yep. Nothing but hot dogs.
We have to do something about this.
Ba Tam returns with a Tupperware and plastic bags to pack up the leftovers.
Consider that my first payment.
Ba Bei pulls out a pen and pad of paper. She scribbles quickly, then rips the sheet out.
And consider this mine.
What is it?
Something to remember your mother. Yeah?
Mercy's apartment. Mercy lies in bed, TV running. She picks up her phone, dialing the number on the scrap. She sets the speaker.
Hi, this is the Samaritan's Crisis Hotline. How are you doing today?
Damn those mysterious old ladies!
I'm sorry?
I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
That's good to hear.
Well, honestly, I'm not that okay. I am okay, all things considered. I'm getting by.
Getting by is also fine.
You're not gonna hang up?
No,
Shouldn't you talk to people who, like, actually need it?
well, when people call, they usually need it.
Right. Do they pay you enough for this?
We're volunteers.
Well, I hope the karma's good enough for you.
It's plenty. Do you have anything on your mind?
Have you ever thought that you were a bad daughter?
I have. Why?
Well, I was never really good at school. Numbers, right? I ran away a lot as a kid. I never really listened to her.
How old are you, sweetheart?
I'm 29.
You don't have to be good for anybody at that age.
You think so?
No. Just yourself.
I don't know how to do that either.
What do you like to do?
What do you mean?
For fun.
I like to watch TV.
Then watch. Watch as much as you want.
Are you sure that's good advice?
TV never killed anybody.
That we know of.
And you won't be the first.
Good point. But, I haven't slept in a couple days.
Oh. Why haven't you slept?
I don't know. I'm not tired. My mind is racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour. I feel like I could run a marathon.
Oh, you can't run a race on nothing, honey. You can't just listen to your body. You have to make it listen to you.
You think I need help then?
There's no shame in asking for it.
Hey. This is gonna sound so weird, but you sound just like my mom on the phone. She would never talk to me like this, but your voice, it sounds just like hers. I'm sorry, is that weird?
No, it's just, you said she would never talk to you like this?
Yeah. You know, she was always working late, and when she was home, we'd fight, and we'd just both sort of implode. My brother and sister never knew what to do. It was never like that for them. My brother, you know, he's smart, he makes money, hates himself, so he's kind of like the perfect son. My sister's the baby. Everybody loves her the most. I like how you talk to me. It's so weird. You don't even know who I am.
I don't talk to everyone like this.
What?
Well, I was thinking that too. Your voice reminds me of my daughter.
Do you miss her?
All the time.
I do too.
Why don't you call her?
I'm trying.
Do you think she's trying too?
I know she is.
Is that enough for you? Hey, well, what would you say to her?
I just hope you're okay. Oh, right. Thank you for talking to me and listening. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Good night.
Good night, Gong.
Mercy hangs up the phone. She dials the number again.
Hey, is this the same woman I was just on the phone with? Sorry, I know I hung up. I have a question.
Who is this?
I dialed the hotline thing. Listen, can you connect me with the woman I was just talking to? Please, I have something to ask her.
Who gave you this number?
Ave.
Abe? What did she say about me?
She said you'd remind me of my mother.
Whose child are you?
I'm Hans.
Put her on the phone for me, Khổng.
No!
Why?
I can't!
Let me speak to my sister.
She's dead!
Oh.
I never knew I had an aunt.
Six's apartment. It's a rainy morning, and Jimmy fell asleep on the couch. He begins to stir. He sits up, holding his hand to his forehead, ruminatively. Six enters.
You sleep okay?
Did you just kiss me on the forehead?
Huh?
I was just lying here and I felt someone kiss me on the forehead.
I mean, you probably just dreamt it.
It wasn't a dream.
Well, I didn't kiss you on the forehead.
Then who did? It was a ghost!
It wasn't a ghost.
Your apartment is haunted!
Jimmy, it was probably just you.
Right. I should probably go home, huh? I was wondering, should I not have kissed you last night?
No, it's not. We're friends, right?
What do you mean?
Meaning you think of me as a friend.
I mean, yeah, you're my best friend.
Right. And I think it's great. You're figuring things out and everything, but you don't have to just do this because it's convenient for you.
Do you think this is just convenient for me?
Jimmy, I don't want to just be a friend that you kiss sometimes.
What if it's more than sometimes?
Are you being for real right now?
I think I've always wanted to kiss you.
I mean, that is so unfair.
I mean it.
And no, I believe you. I don't know. I'm happy that you're figuring things out. I'm just, there's this voice in the back of my head sometimes, wondering what would have happened if you weren't going through this. When would you have told me?
I don't know.
You said you were scared of the future.
Yeah.
Are you still?
Joy's dorm. The flowers on Joy's table wilt against her mother's urn. Joy's roommate Anne enters in a frenzy. She's half-dressed and rummages through her clothing, leaving piles all over the floor, edging onto Joy's side of the room. While she does, she talks loudly on the phone.
You told me 7:30. I thought I'd at least have an hour. None of my jackets match. How am I gonna get ready in 5 minutes? It's my freshman formal and I'm a fucking mess. You're already there? Okay, just wait. I'm heading out now.
Anne runs to the mirror and tries applying lipstick in a hurry. She squeezes the tube only for it to come out empty.
Hey, can I borrow some lipstick? I'm all out of red.
Sure, it's in my drawer.
Okay.
Anne runs over to the bedside table, pulling the drawer roughly,
Hey, wait, watch out!
as if in slow motion.
Fuck! Oh my god! I am so sorry! I can get a broom and a pen and I can...
the door shutting loudly behind her. Joy gets up and kneels before the sagging pile of ashes. She collects the shards in her hands and accidentally cuts herself in the process. Blood drips onto her clothes in deep red spots. Suddenly, a younger Mercy and younger Jimmy run in, distressed.
We have to clean this up before Matt gets home.
She's gonna be so mad.
It's fine, it's fine. Just focus on sweeping. Jimmy, can you give me some gauze? Joy, look at me, baby. And tell me if this hurts, okay? Next time, you gotta pick up the glass with a towel. It won't hurt you that way. Or tell me, and I'll do it, okay? It doesn't hurt that bad, right? It's getting a little bit scary, but it's not that bad. See? We're already done.
I think she's home.
Their childhood home. There's a leak in the ceiling. Droplets collect in the bowl with a plop, plop, plop. Jimmy sweeps. Mercy tends to a pot on the stove. The doorknob shakes as a rain-soaked Joy unlocks the door and enters.
Joy, you're here.
The siblings begin the mundane endeavor of getting ready for dinner.
Don't need the plate now. Not eating it? Later. Okay. I'll leave your bowl by the microwave then for you to warm up.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Like Casper?
No. Well, yes, like Casper.
You've been seeing Mom float around with a white sheet over her head?
More like I've been seeing Mom in general, but mostly in my dreams.
Like some sleep paralysis. Ah, yeah, shit.
Sort of. At first they were in my nightmares, but it's different now.
Different how?
I think one kissed me on the forehead.
You know, I feel that.
That's weird, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she used to tell us all those ghost stories when we were younger. Like how she heard babies crying and how that dog used to follow her home.
That woman was haunted.
And I thought it was so weird how used to it she was. But I get it now. I feel
I want to
less
figure out
alone.
where to scatter Mom's ashes.
Oh. Do we need to?
What do you mean, do we need to?
I mean, you buy an urn for a reason, right?
You could wait till it's warmer out.
I want to do it soon.
Well, it's not something you just get to decide.
Since when does this even matter to you?
Where would we take her?
I don't know. Vietnam or something.
You're serious?
She wanted to go back.
To what, Joy?
It's home.
This is home. She's been here for the last 30 years. She has no family. We have no family.
We should figure out a place together.
Somewhere close and easy.
I don't want to.
She's not just your mom, kid.
You don't get to just pick and choose when I'm your little sister.
You're always our little sister.
Then why am I doing this by myself? I'm 19 and I'm keeping my mom's altar in a one-room double. I'm the one who gets the flowers and I call the morgue, the funeral home, and the crematory. And her friends. And you come high and late. And you leave halfway to wherever is more important than your mom's funeral.
Joy.
You don't love her like I love her.
What's this?
Joy, what happened to the urn?
I messed up, okay?
Wait,
What?
before you go, I have something to tell you.
Just say it.
You said about Matt? It's not true.
What's not true?
She has a sister.
Doorstep. Joy sits on their front steps, looking so small.
Are you okay? Joy.
I just want an apology.
For what?
For what? For doing nothing.
I paid for the funeral.
Oh, yes, you paid, because who could have possibly, but you'll lord that over us.
Do you hear yourself?
Oh, did it feel nice hearing from everybody how you're such a good son, how smart and successful you are?
Or how great it'd be for me to marry their daughters?
You're gay, Jimmy! You're not a martyr!
I'm not gay.
Yes! Open yourself!
Why are you giving me shit? And what has Mercy done, huh?
Raise us? You haven't seen her.
You haven't seen me either.
I tried to. I tried 1,000,000 times. You couldn't even pick up the phone. You couldn't even do that for me.
I will.
I swear to God. You know, it was 6 that drove me home from the funeral.
I didn't know.
I love him. You know that?
Yeah.
And you love him too, don't you? Jimmy.
Yes?
She never would have wanted you to hate yourself this much.
Bus stop. The woman sits at the bus stop made of air. Joy steps out of the rain, soaked to the seat of her skin, breathless.
Red girl.
Mysterious old lady. I have a question. It's you. You're God, aren't you?
Oh, child. No.
An angel?
Sort of. More like the soil beneath you, the roots.
I don't get it.
Just go with it.
Can I see her? My mom? What do I have to do to see her?
You sooner stop the rain.
And if I did?
Well, maybe then you'd be gone.
Hey. The rain stopped.
Not bad, kid.
And this is Jimmy. Jimmy, say, Dao Yi Dao.
Jiao Yi Dao.
And my youngest sister, Joy. Can you say it again? Dao Yi Dao.
Ciao, yeah.
Ciao, Dao. Wow. So good. So good you all know Vietnamese.
Say thank you.
Cảm ơn.
Come on. Cảm ơn nhỉ.
Cảm ơn gì?
Cảm ơn nhỉ. Auntie, we have a question. When's the last time you talked to our mom?
Your mother?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first I should tell you about the house.
The house?
Yes, the house I was born in. It floods every year. But when your mother died,
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yes. The day your mother died, the house began falling into the river.
A 12-year-old man, Han, enters. The water roars in front of her.
Chị chết chỉ còn chị này với tôi là ba chị em.
An older sister died, not another older sister left. Yes, there were just the three of us, but then one died, and I'm supposed to live in a house over there. But now it's just a heap of rubble.
Never could see the people. You never could see. Occasionally you saw the houses when you were bombing around a village or bombing in a village. You never heard the explosions. You never saw any blood or any screams. It was very clean. You're doing a job. You're an expert at what you do.
She asked, why are you here? You should be at home with your honey, eating hamburgers and drinking milkshakes. The longer you are away, the more chance there will be that she will be with another boy. No one likes you. No one cares. You are alone.
You let us all go off to war and say, yay, team, fight Vietnam and all this kind of shit in 1965 through 1968. Now 1968 comes along and boo team, come on home, and all this shit, don't say nothing about it, because we don't want to hear about it, because, it's upsetting around dinner time, Well, goddamn, it upset me, for a whole goddamn year. It upset a lot of people to the point where they're fucking dead, and all this shit. Now you don't want to hear about it, I'll tell you about it every day. Make you sit down and puke on your dinner, you did? Because you got me over there, and now you done brought me back here and you want to forget it so somebody else can go do it somewhere else? Hell no,
In a country where the people don't hold national sovereignty, in a country where the government has shown itself to be the enemy of the people, the prisoners are the sufferers. And no matter how badly treated we are, still, we are proud to. Because at least we are free instead of enslaved as so many of the so-called government officials.
Act 2. 1964. Vietnam. The bank of the Mekong River. The water roars and the night is alive. We see a younger version of the sibling's mother, Han. She is 12 years old. A 9-year-old Dao enters.
You're running like an elephant.
Well, at least I don't have elephant feet.
Wow. However will I recover from that?
She back yet?
Nah.
They await the return of their mother's boat. Tonight, she's hours late. Dao fishes out an old pair of binoculars out of her bag. She passes them to Han. Han scoffs, but raises the binoculars to her eyes.
Do you see her? Shh. Minna's never this late.
You know the catch hasn't been the same.
Forget the catch. The ghosts start to come out at this hour.
You're talking nonsense.
I'm saying some real stuff here.
Nope. The only one who sees ghosts is you, baby sister. I bet you talk their ears off.
I mean, even a ghost likes an occasional joke.
You're not even funny.
Nah, you're just not smart enough to get it.
Ow!
Han passes the binoculars to Dao.
Hey, how was school today?
It was okay.
What did you learn?
I don't want to talk about school.
You should be grateful. It's not like Mom got to go.
My teacher called me stupid today.
Don't listen to him.
He's the teacher.
So? You can think for yourself. I mean, do you think you're smart?
Yeah.
And that's all you need.
I want to be smart like you one day.
I'm smart. Smart already. You just need to be strong. Just get up. It's gonna be okay, but you must get up.
Irao enters. She smokes a cigarette, answering a corded landline.
You know, the day after my mother's death, her boat floated back to shore, empty. We attempted to find her, to bury her, but her body had disappeared. I knew she was dead. My sister dreamt of it, but I have no reason for my belief. Some things you just know. The floods were terrible that year, and the water was never quite the same. Fish washed up in droves on the riverbank. Water crept up the shore, filling each room in our house. I slept at night, slowly sinking into the sea. And then I became a woman. And I began to work.
Wet market. Irao exits. An 18-year-old Han enters with baskets of fish, a cleaver, and plastic bags.
Put that out.
Who's gonna see me anyways? The markets are barely open.
It's not that. The smell stays behind. No one's gonna buy from a woman who doesn't know her place.
Gee, you're so cold. Oh,
Get up. We should get you on the stage.
Ooh, get me on the radio. I'll be like Hanoi Hannah.
A man enters, his stance firm, hands held behind his back.
Jiao-an! Well, what can I get for you today?
In all my sister's worries, she neglected to remember that everyone was hungry, and a fish was a fish. What we didn't sell, we still ate, no matter the stench. But then she meets him. His shirt starched, his shoes shined, The man who smelled so sweet. My brilliant, beautiful sister. She meets him.
6 enters.
And she falls in love.
The man turns, becoming Jimmy.
Imagine I didn't like you back.
Why would I imagine that?
So you could be grateful?
I am.
I think that you could be a little more. You know how I knew you loved me?
How?
Because it means something when you look me in the eye.
What do you think it means?
That I'm different to you. Because you never look at people in the eye.
I'm that much of a loser, huh?
Nah, Jimmy. You're just a coward.
Jimmy rights himself, becoming the man Hugh once again.
He loved her in private. It was less political that way.
Come on, no harm.
My sister flirted as if she didn't know his name. But she did. We all did. The first son of a Catholic bureaucrat. We knew he was unhappy because his wife was barren and she sat in her room every day, staring out the window of their too big house.
What if we play a game? If I win, you buy the whole basket. But if you win, it's free.
I'd watch as she eased the window open, opium smoke spewing from the pane.
How many fingers am I holding up behind my back?
It's not like a cigarette, it's much sweeter, like caramel burning in a pot. Once I stood there, staring, waiting for her to look at me. I thought she'd curse me in anger, but she just waved.
Ha! Guess it's my lucky day.
Night. Thou prepares, bleeds, and dries the fish.
Now I loved her mother. She was blood of my blood. But Sal was my sister too.
Sal enters with a book in hand and a radio. She sits at the table and turns the volume up.
We mourn the victims of Sang Tong, 9 women and 7 children. Their bodies filled with bullets by vengeful GIs. Sisters, we will remember you, your children. GIs, do you hear me? Your rich leaders grow richer while you watch your brothers die in the swamp. Your blood is no different than ours when it runs. Enough now. It's time for the last song of the night.
Let's start on the numbers now.
Can count, can I?
Math is more than just counting.
One fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4. There.
Well, there's 5 fish in that basket.
Whatever.
You used to like learning.
When I was a child.
Yeah. You used to raise your hand for every question. Teacher! Oh, teacher!
And I'd get them all right.
And what now?
I live. I work. I think of my mother. Wait to die or get married off or something worse.
What's got you in a mood?
My sister. She believes that he'll save her.
He's been teaching her scripture then.
What does the scripture say?
I'm here to teach you math, not God.
I don't want your God.
Relax. I'd hardly call him mine.
No numbers tonight. Please. You want to teach me something? Teach me something. Real or not?
Sal and I met in grade school. The teacher sat us together. I who talked too much and Sal who talked too little. It was her hope that we'd rub off on each other. I left school at 9. Sal continued lugging her books across the bridge to our door. It thrilled her. Her appetite for knowledge was incommensurable. Yes, I called her teacher, Teacher Sal, to tease her. On Mondays, I trace her letters.
Hey, you only have so much ink and so much paper. If you write your messages as they do, they'll see it from the moon.
On Wednesdays, her numbers.
If you walk 5 kilometers an hour and leave here by nightfall, you'd arrive at the nearest hamlet by morning, just in time for them to catch you and shoot you dead. You must be...
On Fridays, we read.
Faster! No one's going to risk their life for you at the risk of their own survival. You must remember.
And Sundays, she'd return from church services, irate.
To be a woman, you must be stronger and smarter. You must follow and witness, and even then you'll be no more than a virgin or a whore.
Is that really what they'll say?
It's implied. Mary Magdalene was the first to witness Jesus resurrect after his death, his only true disciple. Yet we know more of John and Luke.
Well, I don't know much of any of them at all. What do you say, Sam? Can I read the Bible?
No. Let's start with Ladies Due.
Interlude. A soldier holds a radio up to his ears.
G.I., you are not man yet, are you? You're a boy as you lay in the field, wishing for your mother to return and hold you, because you know fear. Your leaders grow rich in fancy cars and suits, and you lie here, bleeding in the field. Look at your enemy, G.I. Look at their black, black hair and black, black eyes. Volunteer Vietnamese youth, no older than you. You pray to Nixon, Jefferson, and a God who does not answer. As you breathe your last breath, the long-haired army will find you. Close your eyes and still cross your arms across your chest.
River. Han and Dao are rowing home with their boats. In their nets is a mountain of fish that can only be described as miraculous.
If you keep rowing like that, we'll never get home.
I'm tired.
So am I.
My arms feel like noodles.
If they were noodles, at least they'd be useful. I eat them.
I'm hungry.
Oh,
Sal says they'll be flooding the city with GIs.
we shouldn't talk to her anymore.
Why?
That girl does dangerous things.
Would you prefer she roll over like a dog?
She's barking like one. They'll kill her for it.
How can you say something like that? Like what? Please. It's like he's speaking for you. What's that supposed to mean? You dance and sing for a man who burns paper by the kilo. It's propaganda. You're drunk off of him. And your fantasies. I'm not. I just don't believe this is the life I should have to live. Neither do I. I hope at least one of us is right. Sal is no danger to me like that man is to you. You will marry me. To share a husband with another. What a life. And where are you going at night? At least I tell you. You tell me for your safety. You do not care about safety. My feet are wet. It's fine. You can. Oh, shit. No, let me. Okay, you roll.
Gal complies. They hurry in silence. The water filling up to their hips. They arrive at shore, where Han hops into the water and grabs their boat for remaining rest on the way. They regain their breath. The water slowly eats up their boat.
I've joined the women's union. How very brave of you.
The water purrs. Interlude. 2 soldiers enter doing drills.
We don't have problems with you, GI. So why are you fighting the rich white man's war? And you, GI, don't they kill your sisters too? When you observe men kill, 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 is that not too that which is done to your family? Brother, this is not your war.
Red Light District. Sao and Dao are newly inducted members of the Women's Union, tasked with staking out the red light district American soldiers frequent. Dao passes Sao her binoculars.
I can't believe you told her.
Why would I hide it?
I'm just surprised you trust her is all.
I don't.
Oh?
I have no reason to lie.
My parents think I'm totally ruined. Absolute disgrace.
I've been told that's something that parents do.
Don't play the orphan card!
Because I'm an orphan.
What do you see? More of the same. Bald Spot just stepped outside and put his coat back on. He's leaving now. Popeye is having a smoke with Thin Head, and Thick Neck just walked in.
Repulsive.
Just imagine what they look like up close.
For 300 dong, these ghouls can buy a girl. I wish I could wring their heads off.
Careful now.
Those beautiful eyes there.
Beautiful Eyes is an American GI. He stands on the street corner with the radio pressed close to his ear.
Beautiful Eyes is crying.
You know, it's funny.
What?
I haven't cried in years.
Really? I cry every night.
home. Han stays up throughout the night, meticulously drying their mountain of fish. The table is filled with enough fish for months. In the corner is a bag no bigger than a soccer ball.
Hugh is leaving for Saigon. His family has a house there. They saved a room for me.
Big house, huh? Try not to get lost in it.
I'll make a map.
I hated admitting it, but sometimes your mother was right. I was sick with a fever. I wasn't dying, but my body was destroying itself. Sickness had set in on the city. At night, everyone slept, even the soldiers, even the fish. When my fever broke, it was morning. It started to rain. I was so used to the taste of dried fish that it no longer felt like eating. But as I sat up to eat, for the first time, I felt salt on my tongue again. The air had changed. You could smell it. The city survived the night, but the year to come was all death. It took all of the living to dig. Some of us with pots and pans or baskets. The children used their hands. Sal was so small. No bigger than a rice grain. I buried her all by myself. No! No!
Interlude.
Oh, GI, I'm here again. And sometimes it's hard to talk to you. Tonight I'm missing my sister. She was so young when we were separated. I hear her voice clearer than I can see her face. She lives somewhere inside of me where I'm so angry and lost and young. Close your eyes, Gian. Imagine your sister. Is she stubborn like mine? Does she fear anything? Do you miss your sister, Gian? Why are you here with me instead?
Outside a Saigon military base.
In the years after I joined the fight in earnest. The Union sent me to Saigon.
Dow picks up a basket.
This is how I hid myself. It was easy because I had no sweetness in my skin. Long after I stopped being a monger, I would still smell of fish. I used my sister's bestseller voice and slipped right through. I walked the skirts of the base, counting its dimensions with my steps. I memorized the timbre of their voices, the names stitched to their fatigues, their hungers. I would sell them fish.
A South Vietnamese soldier enters. He fights for the southern puppet state, alongside the Americans and against his brothers to the north.
As we haggled over the prices, I told them, "Brother," with a face just like mine, "here is the news from beyond hell. Your mother in the north wants you to know how much her son has grown. The old village is not as you remember it. They've erected a kindergarten, and this year, no one starves. No, they haven't forgotten. They've saved a plot of land just for you. Yes, this is a war. Maybe, perhaps, you and I will be but casualties, but if you could survive, leave then.
You still have much to
You
lose.
still have much to lose.
I see into that heart of yours, past the cowardice. May your desertion be your first step to absolution. Come with me, brother.
Dissolve.
The soldier recedes.
But my work was not special.
Sal resurrects.
I knew of sisters who stationed themselves by the trail, rushing to repair bombed streets under the hail of death. I know women who aim their rifles at the sky, taking down Hueys. Sisters, ravaged by malaria, ones who spent so long in the jungle they lost their hair and their eyes. Sisters who trained their grandmothers to read and their sons to till the land. I learned from them. I followed them. When the war was over, I went to find your mother. I found her husband's big grand house with its white arches and deep-set columns. I walked right past the wide open gates, and it was empty.
Orote Point. Han is in Guam. She waits in the refugee camp ration line, which moves at an ambling pace. She receives her meager food, eats it, sits with a grumbling stomach on the ground. She sits beside an old woman.
How many months are you now?
4.
Exciting.
The old woman offers her the remainder of her rations.
No, I couldn't.
You're eating for 2.
Han's stomach grumbles. She hesitantly accepts the food, eating it in 2 quick bites.
Would you like to say hello?
Ow! Oh.
Yeah, it's a strong one.
What will you name her?
I'm not sure. How do you know it's a girl?
2004. A small southern Vietnamese home on the side of the Mekong River. Mercy, Jimmy, Joy, and 6 help eat out deep flood the house. Their pants are rolled to their knees. In each of their hands, a bucket. They labor. Little by little, the water line recedes. The house survives the flood, and it remains. They dry the floor with towels. In the aftermath, they erect their mother's altar. She returns to her childhood home. Together, for the first time, they pray. A patio flanked by sweeping trees. Ira lights her cigarette. She takes another out of her pack and lights it against the end of her own. She hands it to Mercy.
You look just like her.
My mom?
Mm-hmm. Your brother and sister, too. You each have a part of her.
And what part do I have?
Her big old feet.
Hey, give me one.
You don't even smoke.
So?
You Viku, you're hilarious.
What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Where's Joy and Six?
Hammocks.
Cool.
I'm kind of thirsty.
Get a coconut for your brother.
Ira gives Mercy a machete.
Bruh.
Show me too.
Come on, I'll teach you.
Mercy and Jimmy head towards the tree. Han enters as a departed ancestor.
You should really put that out.
Coconut tree. Mercy is teaching Jimmy how to use a machete to chop a coconut.
All right. First, you gotta pick one.
That one.
No, not that one.
Okay then. That one.
No, not that one either.
Which one then?
You gotta figure it out yourself.
Can I get a hint?
No.
How the fuck am I supposed to know?
Just think about it.
That one.
Yes! That one.
Joy and Six are happily swinging in their hammocks. They both have a foot sticking out, pushing their hammocks back and forth.
The coffee here is really strong.
It is serious. I went to the bathroom 3 times today.
Best coffee ever, though. Shout out Vietnam!
Shout out Vietnam!
Your aunt is cool as fuck.
I don't even know how someone can live that much life.
Does it feel weird meeting her and being here?
Yeah, definitely. But it also feels right. It's kind of like all roads lead to this point.
Okay.
Now chop it.
Chop how?
Just swing it.
Like with both hands?
No, not like that.
How then?
Like,
Whoa!
Jimmy attempts swinging the machete. He actually does it perfectly.
We just got a coconut!
Can I drink it?
Yeah, we just gotta open it. Mercy, how do we open it?
I don't know.
I thought you knew how.
Clearly, I made that all up in a ridiculous manner.
What?
Bro, we are from Massachusetts. Why would I know how to chop a coconut?
You're older.
So that means I know how to chop a coconut.
Let me try, okay?
Six takes the coconut and gives it a few deep chops.
Oh,
It opens!
Wow.
Six gives the coconut to Joy. She takes the first sip.
it tastes awesome!
Han approaches the river. She crouches, dips her fingers into the water, and holds it to her nose.
Your mice are actually quite cute.
You would have been a good aunt.
I would have.
They would have been a lot smarter.
Of course.
But think they turn out okay.
What say you, sister? Is it beautiful?
More than I could have imagined.
And how do you feel?
Free.
End of play.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for coming to Mary Magdalene daughter Boatperson. Yes, absolutely. By being here today, you all are a part of CHUANG Stage's Radical Pay As You Are initiative, where in a city with an average ticket price of around $60 to $80, everyone can see this show and all of our shows for as little as $0. We are offering radical access for underrepresented patrons in the arts, and you can help support this kind of work today. Because we are a pay-as-you-are organization, we really rely on the support of our community to help make shows like this accessible to everyone. This run, we're asking just 100 people to each donate $20. Your support will help ensure that the ecosystem of fringe theater companies like CHUANG and Fresh Ink will continue to bring new work like what you saw tonight. So what you can do is we have a cash jar out on the table right out over there. We also have a tap to donate kiosk that you can just use your phone to tap your phone or your card to give $20. Or you can scan the QR codes out there for each company's individual Venmo or Give Butter codes, and they're also in your digital programs.
Fresh Ink is an entirely volunteer staff nonprofit organization, so that over 85% of our budget can go directly to the artists who are creating the work. This was the part you wanted. Oh, you did? Okay. So for this run, because this is a co-production, all tap and cash donations are going to be split in half. So if you give a gift this evening, it will support both of our companies at the same time.
Yes. And you also have a survey.
Sorry guys, this is the first time I'm doing this, please pardon me. You also have a survey that is attached to the clipboards that we gave you guys on your way in. So this is a really critical time for arts funding and culture funding in the city and in the entire country, and by filling out a survey like this, we can collectively let funders and policymakers hear your voices so that they know what our community wants and the impact of where this funding is going to be going. So if you can fill out and tear off the bottom strip, there's going to be a couple of containers out in the lobby. You can put the completed strip in the narrow one. That'll enter you in the drawing to win the $50 gift card to Brookline Booksmith, for those of you who are readers. And then you can put the survey in the larger container. This is something that we are able to use when we fill out metrics for our grant funding. So this is a very, very helpful step for us if you guys have the time to fill out that survey.
Yes, and then just in a few moments, we're going to come back here for that post-show conversation that we talked about earlier before the show. But before that, we're going to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break, go stretch, check out the dramaturgical materials in the lobby. Please be careful of the mic if you're going to head out, and we'll see you back here in around 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
And we're going to get started in a moment. If you want to scooch down a little bit to be closer to us, you're more than welcome to.
This is cute.
Thank you all so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for joining us for the workshop reading of Mary Magdalene, daughter Boatperson. My name is Allison. I'm the executive director of CHUANG Stage. And also want to shout out that the show that you just watched and this very conversation is live on HowlRound Theater Commons. They're a global platform for theater makers around the globe. So if you ever want to revisit this conversation or want to send it to somebody else, you have that archive online as a resource. Tonight we are so stoked, and this very moment that I wanted to name it, we're so stoked to have both Mary Magdalene running with us. That last week we did previews. This week we're running. We've officially opened. And tonight, what you are here for is, I want to say, a really historical moment here at CHUANG Stage, where we have two Vietnamese plays running and rehearsing at CHUANG Stage at the same time. The other one that is in rehearsal right now, which you will get to hear from Cara and Minna in a second, is My Home on the Moon by Minna Lee, directed by Cara Hinh. We have the honor to do the East Coast premiere. That is currently in rehearsal, that is coming up later in the month in the BCA Plaza Theater. And we really did this intentionally, and it's such an honor for CHUANG Stage to be able to wrap our arms around two beautiful Vietnamese plays. One world premiered 2 years ago that we're doing the East Coast premiere here in Boston. The other one that we've been holding onto with Diana, who is a greater Boston local, and welcoming sort of this local team around it here in Boston in the reading and development format. So I kind of just want to go around the corner, go around the room, go around the panel. In the corner. Yes, this corner. Go around the corner. Go around this little corner. To start by having you all say a little bit tell us a little bit about your practice. If you want to tell us, sort of in brief words, who do you feel like you create for?
I go first. My name is Cara Hinh, and I use they, she pronouns. We're doing that, right? Yes. Like, hello. Okay. I'm the director of My Home on the Moon, and the person that I make art for and have always made art for, this is so corny and like so like the play, but is my father. My dad is a Vietnamese refugee, came from Vietnam in 1975, very dramatic. But he is my everything, and I think about him whenever I make anything. And I also think about my mother, who's Appalachian. But I think about what it means to exist at a crossroads, and how to hold multiple things all at once, like a queer identity, Asian identity, all of those things that make up a person. And so it's for my dad.
Yes.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. My name is Minna. I'm a super fan of Diana's. I
are Diana fan.
Diana fan. As well as they, she. And I'm also the playwright of My Home on the Moon. And I make art for my mom because she can't sit still and she's really distracted all the time. And I figured if I can make something that can keep her attention for over an hour, it could be effective on those people.
Yeah.
But also just something that she can see herself, and usually it's something that she can relate to. So from my mommy.
Yeah.
Hi guys. My name is Diana. My name is Diana Khổng. I am the playwright of Mary Magdalene, daughter Boatperson. And shout out to my mom and dad who are right there. They're awesome. What is my process? Who do I make art for? I consider myself an artist propagandist. I think a lot of times, it's to explain that a little bit more.
the term propaganda we think about nowadays as kind of this very like charged term. We think about like, you know, American propaganda is something that's very negative, but propaganda as an origin point is a very neutral term as a piece of something that is just trying to convince you of a certain perspective. And I consider myself an artist propagandist in the same way that I think that art itself is not a politically neutral category, and I think I don't really make art to exist in a vacuum or to exist as a mode of entertainment. I am thinking a lot about it through the perspective of someone who is a community organizer. So this play that you're seeing is a container for two things. I think it is, one, communicating a certain type of perspective when it comes to Vietnamese identities, which is, I think there's a lot of nuance when we think about the American War in Vietnam. It's not just something that has two very clear sides, but it's something that's quite nuanced, and I think there's also a lot of complicity involved within that, and a lot of allegiances to American imperialism that deserve to be challenged, because a lot of these folks go on to become folks such as the MAGA, who are pushing for Charlie Kirk Way in Westminster. And I think that this play in itself is like a means of like activating different communications and conversations with the Vietnamese community in order to like challenge our histories and push back against the very reactionary perspectives that are oftentimes pushed onto younger generations. I always see that that's a danger, and I think it is a very troubling way of viewing American imperialism in the war. But I'm also a feminist, and I think this play evolves over time to be one that's very much a woman's story. And I think a lot about thinking through this work as something that illuminates the internationalist women's struggle, the necessity of thinking about imperialism as also something that's very much a patriarchal structure, with a patriarchal origin. And what it means to truly be free is to also turn towards the militant revolutionary women who preceded us. I think in the context of Vietnam, it's such a rich tradition of female revolutionaries who've really paved the way. And I found myself really going into the archives a lot this year in order to like spend time with their histories, and as I grappled with it, I was really affirmed in my own like conviction of like needing to ally with this fight and also ally with the internationalist women's struggle. So yeah, that's me.
That's beautiful. I think that, you know, in the years I've known Diana, in their wonderful role as dramaturg, a community organizer, leader, writer of many, many forms, including theater, it really is beautiful to be able to sort of both hear you talk about where this art came from and to see the stories and the inside out of your brain, how it manifests into to interactions and the characters like these. So I wanted to shout out that you know, it's incredible that my artists were working on a different show, my Homo Numu which is a wildly different kind of play. Just not to spoil alert too much, we've been doing a lot of fun, high-flying things, including noodles and dances and music and high comedy, and kind of like bringing these folks into this room. I wonder what's on your mind right now. If you can tell me a little bit about what's sticking with you at this moment, what you saw.
I think, well, I got the honor of seeing this play twice, and I love it. I could see it 4 more times. I think what was really cool is that the same moment actually stuck out to me again. It was the scene with Joy setting up the altar with the roommate snoring on this bench here, and it made me think about how, like, you don't really get to experience grief in a perfect moment. There's no perfect circumstances for grief. There's no perfect circumstances for connecting with your culture. There's no perfect circumstances for finding time with your family. Those things don't just materialize in this perfect way, but you still manage to like experience those moments despite people snoring or despite the noise of the world.
That was such a good answer. I love that. And it makes me think about, like, for me, I think I loved seeing 3 different siblings deal with their identity and culture all so differently, and how each member of like the family took on different roles based on what they could give and what they felt they could exist in inside the culture and what they couldn't. So that's what this is resonating with me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for this. I kind of, this very moment to have the three of you here, I think one of my deep curiosity for the three of you at the same time is that, you know, when we kind of crafted this half of the season to really focus on Vietnamese diasporic stories, CHUANG Stage, we as Boston's Asian American Theater kind of had our own understanding and our own curiosity that is almost, sometimes we think about it as an experiment. What are the stories we can curate and what are the stories we can present to Boston, not as monolith, but different versions and different, wildly different imaginations of a diasporic community that are wildly different individually. So I wonder what comes to mind for you all as Viet creators, as artists, as writer, as director, as organizer, writer, dramaturg, in terms of what possibility opens up for you when you hear that term and when you hear that inquiry of Vietnamese diasporic theater.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is it's family. I don't think I know many of the artists who create without thinking about family. It's almost as if that's 90% of our identity, I think. And I was recently reading a story about how there's a ghost that can't move on until they remember their past life and they become their new self. And I was thinking about how, like, maybe I can't become myself until I know who my ancestors were. Similarly, you have to complete that journey. So I think about family a lot, and I think that's really prevalent in a lot of the Viet artists, and especially Viet playwrights that I've read. And also the fact that actually, I think the most unique thing I think with Viet diasporic writing is that it's kind of a collective effort. Like my own writing is informed by Diana's writing and by Cara's work, my other Viet artists. It's like we're kind of all putting together this narrative.
I feel like to build off of what you're saying, it's almost as if like I piece more of my own family history together through each different person's in the diaspora's art. Like I feel like I can understand this place that I feel like I can never belong, because there is yes, existing in America as the child of a refugee, but it's just such a like complex place to sit. So I feel like every single time I see a different piece of Vietnamese art, I go, that fits in my story in another way. And I really love the idea of breaking apart the monolithic nature of like the story of Vietnam, and like it was a fucking tragedy, but it doesn't have to be just a tragedy. And the amazing community of Vietnamese artists that are so fucking supportive of each other. We have an Instagram group chat. It's very active. And I'm actually so encouraged though, because there's like 100 of us in it, and that's like just folks really concentrated on the East Coast. So it's really encouraging to see so many more Viet artists because of the sacrifices that our parents made when they arrived in this country of being unable to maybe be the artists that they wanted to be. I'm so excited that there's now a generation of people who can actually tell the stories of this diaspora in a way that our parents simply could not because of the need for survival. Aww, that's sweet.
I think like when I think about like Vietnamese diasporic stories, I think it's like such like a big catch-all that I feel like it's hard to reduce it down to like one specific experience. I do think there's a lot of ghost stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like when I was like originally like writing Mary Mag, I was like talking to my friend Lawrence, and I was like, yeah, I'm writing this blah blah blah. He was like, oh, here's this huge bibliography of like 1 million like Vietnamese like ghost stories. So I think like that is something that's very hyper present in the consciousness. I think it's like a natural consequence of war and like so much grief and so many people not being able to be laid to rest due to imperialism. But I'm like, I think this question is really interesting because I'm particularly excited about like this generation of Vietnamese diasporics who are writing work right now. I want to shout out Jessie, who played Joy in the show and is a very dear friend. But Jess is currently working on like an adaptation of like Three Sisters that actually like is a Vietnamese adaptation that talks about a Vietnamese like military family that was incredibly complicit in the regime, like the puppet state regime that was incredibly fascist, and is exposing kind of like the more ugly parts of the consequences of war, which is that like there are some people who are certainly victims, but there are also people who are very complicit in it. I think that's like a very necessary conversation to be had, and I feel like I'm seeing a lot more teasing out of that nuance in like a lot of contemporary like Vietnamese diasporic writing. But I also think like simultaneously, I'm seeing a lot more just nuance in general. I mean like when more people write, like you have more diversity in the stories that you can tell. So I'm like, Vietnamese stoner comedy, great. You know, like
I'm happy there's so many gay Viets at this point. We're here.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm particularly wrestling with this concept of like ghost story and the exactly like what you said, the ghosts, the souls that are unable to rest because of the trauma of the war history. And what is the power of our young generation in terms of the narratives that we have at our hand and the imagination and how we're processing all of this in this current moment, and what is our responsibility in that. So to crack this open a little bit more, I'm excited to hear from you all in terms of like in your like what are you most excited about in terms of your generation of creators and in your landscape, in your world. What is the comedy, the messiness, the joy, the new takes, the sprinkle on top of the history. History conversation, the family conversation that you also honor at the same time, that you're most excited about. What is your take? What is your sprinkle on top as a part of your generation of creation?
Okay. Okay. Like personally, what we're contributing to the diasporic writing. Well, I'm a gay rom-com writer, and I think that is what I will be doing to the day I die. And I think I am excited about that. I think the other thing that I find a lot of peace in is that there has always been queer and trans people in this world, especially there have always been queer and trans Vietnamese people, and we just unfortunately there's a lot of erasure that's happened, and with past documents, and I think I'm just excited that now we're all here, we're making work, we're DMing on the Instagram, and but it's really comforting to know that there's gonna be so much queer bit content on New Play Exchange.
Shout out New Play Exchange. Shout out Queer Rom-Com.
Like actually like saying though, as also like a queer Vietnamese person who is like dedicated to like very, very messy stories. I love complicated things, and ghosts always make things complicated. I also I deeply believe that like there are so many fucking secrets inside of Vietnamese families, and they shake and fall out at different times, and I am just so excited to continue on finding new things, and the fact that like we can as a community embrace queerness, and I see amazing Viet drag queens and like shout out to them, but yeah, I'm really excited for the like expansion of what it means to be Vietnamese in America.
I also just came off of making a film that was a gay Viet rom-com. Gay and black Viet rom-com. Shout out to my creative partner Linda Denson, who's probably watching this live stream right now. But we just made a film called Band Practice, which Gwen is also in. also feel like particularly excited about like a future of making work about Vietnamese women. I think that I feel very passionately about like representing like Vietnamese womanhood in like all of its many ages. Like there's like a wide range of ages in the play, and I think it's important to me because I think a lot of like just a lot of how we like view history is like through a very specific narrow lens that often leaves these women out. But I feel particularly inspired by Vietnamese women in every aspect of my life. Like when I have gone through my own personal grief process, it was like Vietnamese women who were holding it down. I think I feel very politically like activated and feel the necessity of like wanting to also ensure that I'm making work that honors them, and I was also fighting for a world where they are free. So that's where I'm at.
It's incredible. Thank you all. I love this so much because I really am so excited to see, you know, the parallels of like, guys, this is why I paired these two together, you know? And what we're excited about is so already so present in what we're writing, what we're creating. This will be my final one, and I wanted to crack this even like deeper, even open. Let's crack it. So I think this is something I think about a lot. I think one of the most exciting things to run an Asian American theater company is that we are like Asians are so different. You guys, like, Asians are so different, right? And we don't get to say that often. We don't get to put that out as a part of our mission statement. If I were to rewrite it, I would have been like, you know, the Asians are so different, and that's why we do this work, and every version and every day of this work is different. Every time we welcome artists of the Asian diaspora into this hub of umbrella term of what we call Asian American theater, there's a lot of assumptions out there that thinking that hey, there's continuity, there's thinking that we're the same. I think that the beauty and the harm of this umbrella term is that it brings us together, and also it gets people to really kind of put us into like a further stereotype that, you know, Asian American theater has to be a certain way. So I think my deep curiosity here is that what are part of your creation and what are part of your story that you're excited to tell in terms of Vietnamese diasporic narrative that are not easily accessible for everybody else? What are parts that you're like, this is what I'm all about? It does not have to be universal. It does not have to be understandable by everybody else. What is that thing?
This. I know. I've been like waiting for them to go first this entire time. No. I love going last. I will go first this time. Yeah, what a wonderful question, Allison. Thank you. I feel like I am particularly excited about representing militant revolutionary Vietnamese history, and I think that, you know, it's just so rich and it's so lengthy, and like it far precedes colonialism, because even before like the French and the Americans came, Vietnamese women were already fighting with like the yoke of patriarchy within the context of the nation. I think like, you know, like there's just so many like interesting things that have come about from like the dramaturgical process of this play. Like I was reading this book called like Even the Woman Must Fight by an incredible academic who worked a lot with militant like revolutionaries and interviewed a bunch of Vietnamese women who were incredibly badass, and put them into the context of that book, which ended up influencing the play in like a large amount. And I reached out to that person because it turns out like we actually live in the same city. Like I was born and raised in Worcester, and she's a professor at a college in Worcester, and like we emailed, and I was just like, just so you know, like super inspired by your work. I made a play about it. And she emailed back, and we were talking, and she was talking about like how important that is, and like how moved she was by that. And I just think about like how special it is to like build up a relationship when you are equally invested in that type of history together. And I also think like, you know, this is something that also really brought me and my incredible director Mica Rose in the audience together too, because Mica is also an incredible organizer who works with CHUANG Network and is currently like working in the context of the Philippines to resist the ridiculous like imperialism and fascism from that regime, which is incredibly relevant now in the context of the recent massacre that occurred. And I think something that we talked about often is that like, yes, this is a work of fiction, but it mirrors the incredibly current actions of imperialist violence that are currently being perpetrated in the context of Southeast Asia, but also like globally. And that was something that we grappled with throughout the rehearsal and tech process, and that was also something that moved us as we moved towards the completion of the show, like and during this round of the readings. So yeah, that would be my answer.
I feel like our answers are going to be similar. So you want me to go first? Okay. Yes. What am I bringing? I mean, as a mixed Viet person, I really, it's about me, it's Weijia Spring. I really want to ask us to like expand what it means, the narrowness, like you were saying, of like Asia, and the narrowness of like what Vietnamese means, like what kind of bodies Vietnamese people have. So if there's anything I can bring is just like sort of a hopeful dismantling of the idea of like what a Vietnamese woman or Vietnamese man or Vietnamese anyone is in one thing, and help destroy the myth of sameness. So, you know, T, what you're saying, and also like just way more gay shit. It's just so important to get representation, and that is my hope, that I can make everything more gay and a little more, you know, intersectional.
Yeah. It is Weijia Spring.
It is.
Yes.
Cancel me.
Live all around. So I got my writing started in fan fiction. Weijia Spring also was on my, I was also trying to, but fan fiction, I think leading into that, I love fan fiction because it is so genre expansive, and I think I'm really excited for the ways like Vietnamese stories are, there's so many authors who are exploring genres, especially like sci-fi and fantasy. Like I want like something better than Lord of the Rings, you know, but like, you know, like Vietnamese elves and big Viet hobbits and all that. But it's just a bit gay too, and just, like, but like magic. Magic and love. I want magic and love, and but that's like, yeah, I want like our just giant monsters too on stage and all that. That's like, I just really love special effects. So I'd love for Viet plays to get huge budgets. That's also another money. Huge budgets for like giant, cool, mythological stuff. And
we deserve scope and scale. Like we deserve scale. Like Vietnamese stories deserve to be on the main stage, not just in the upper stage where the like inclusion plays go, right? Like my hope is that we can see Vietnamese people and Vietnamese leading characters and stories as things worthy of investing our money in, especially in dialogue with like America, current politics, what are we doing overseas shit. I think it would be really great for America to acknowledge this huge diaspora of people that exist inside this country because of its history. And with the anniversary this year, it feels like I'm seeing so many things that are like looking at the GIs, but what about these thousands and thousands of people who fled where they lived for something better and have no fucking acknowledgement by the American government.
Yeah.
Cancel me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. And they're, something we always say that over and over again is that the immigrant and refugee contribution and their offsprings and generations of them of their sometimes invisible contribution to neighborhoods and the economy of our neighborhoods and the fabric and the cultural fabric of America. So, thank you for naming that and full circle back to the very intentionality that in my head that I hope to achieve by lots of budgets, lots of special effects, hopefully, that you are about to see in this month, in the Plaza Theater. Thank you again so much for joining us tonight. Big congratulations to the cast of Mary Magdalene. In the final weekend, they have one more show tomorrow. And I really hope that you continue to follow the journey of this play. Later this month, My Home on the Moon opens, starts performances on May 23rd in the Plaza Theater, right next doors. And this is the start of the continuation and the river of plays and narratives that we're going to continue and invest in. So thank you for being a part of it. Thank you guys so much.